Hi, okay. I want to respond to the management accounting question number 11. I'm sure you can see it on the screen and you have it in PDF. I want to quickly rush to the solutions. So I've added one more question, which is question 1, which I didn't put on that one. I've put it also so that you see how to respond to this question. Calculate total production cost. So you have the materials which were in the factory, which were involved in the production, materials, labor, and production overhead. Like I explained in the other tutorial, you need to ignore for the production cost this administration overhead because it wasn't incurred in the factory. So you only add these three which were involved in the production. If I told the question highlights any other costs which were involved in the production, those are the costs you need to add. So for question 1, calculate total production cost. I just need to add the materials cost, the labor cost, and the production overhead, ignoring this administration overhead because this was incurred during the business. Okay, so let's add from here. You're going to have, like I've written on solutions, you're going to add 5,500 kwacha plus 1,000 kwacha plus 350 kwacha, and this will be our production cost. Okay, production cost. So this will give us 6,500. In total, it's going to be 6,850. 6,850 kwacha was your production cost. Production cost, just like that. If you've attended to question 1, then we found to say 6,850 as our total production cost. Now per unit, our question is saying units produced were 120. Units produced were 120. So per unit, production costs are going to be, you divide 120 there, then it will give you the answer. That's going to be production cost per unit. Production cost per unit, okay? Production cost per unit. So what's going to be 6,850 divided by 120? It's going to be it's going to be 57. Sorry, not 1. It's going to be 57. 57, okay? 57 kwacha per unit. Okay, question 2 now. Question 2 reads, calculate total cost of sales. So like I've explained, total cost of sales now, this involves the administration overheads. Now, since the point you've reached now, you are selling. You are done with producing. Now you've reached an extent where you are selling. So you need to add the overheads you incurred when you wanted to sell, which was for the administration overhead, 420. Okay. So question 2, calculate total cost of sales. You just need to add these three, including the administration overheads, because these were also expenses. So you add 5,500 kwacha plus 1,000 plus 350 plus 420. Okay. So we found 6,850 at first. 6,850. 6,850 plus 420. That gives us 7,270. Our total will be kwacha 7,270. 7,270. This is a total cost of sales. Total cost of sales. Total cost of sales. Now, cost of sales per unit, you divide 120. Divide 120 number of units that were produced. Okay, so that's going to be that's going to be 60.6. 60.6 is going to be our total cost of sales per unit. Okay, cost of sales per unit. Okay, 60.6. Now the other issue here is the markup. They are saying markup is 10% of cost per unit. What is markup? Markup is that percentage that you add on your cost. That will be that for you to arrive at the selling price. Okay, for you to arrive at the price that you'll be selling your goods at. Okay, so let's find the 10% of this our cost of sales per unit. 10% of that is going to be by 60.6 6.06. So we're going to have 6.06 as our markup. You've seen 6.06 as our markup. Then let's add these two for us to find the selling price. We find that our selling price will be 66.66. 66.66 is our selling price. I hope you are following through how I've arrived to this point of the selling price. I hope you are following through. Okay, so now question 3. Question 3 says calculate profit per unit of sale. Per unit of sale. Okay, we found that our cost per unit is 60.6. That's total cost per unit. Total cost of sale per unit, that's 60.6. And then we said our markup is 6.06. That's our markup. Okay, then our selling price is coming to 66.66. Okay, so you are selling at selling price per unit. Okay, selling price per unit. So your cost is 60.6. You add markup, and then you are selling at 66.66. Then the question says calculate profit per unit of calculate profit per unit of sale. So same as they're asking you your markup. So profit per unit of sale is our markup. That's the profit per unit of sale. Our cost per unit, our selling price. Then how much is our profit? It's just the markup. So that's the amount you pick as your profit per unit of sale. So number 3 has already been answered. We are moving to question 4. So our question 4 is going to look like this. Our solution 4: calculate gross profit or loss. Calculate gross profit or loss. So you produced 120 units. Let's see the cost. How much is the cost for these 120 units? We are saying total cost per unit of sale is 60.6. So 120 times 60.6. 60.6. 120 times 60.6 by 120. 7,272. So this will equal to 7,272. Total cost of sale. Total cost of sale for 120 units. Then let's see how much we made if we calculate gross profit or loss. Okay, so now okay, I found for 120. I made a mistake because we only sold 90 units. So we need to multiply 90 by 60.6. 90 by 60.6. That gives us 5,454. 5,454 cost of sales. Now these same 90 units, if we sell them at 66.66, how much did we make? 66.66 by 90, that gives us 5,999.4. okay, 5,999.4. Then let's minus here. We're going to find how much we made. We made 545.4. 545.4. This was our gross profit. Okay, I hope you follow through how I've calculated. We sold 90 units, multiplied by total cost of sales per unit. We found our cost of sales. Okay, so that's it. This is our total cost of sales, how we multiplied. I'm sure you followed, and our sales came to this amount. So you do the subtraction, you find that this is the excess that you made, the gross profit. Okay, so we do now the final question, which is question 5. Calculate closing inventory value. Okay, closing inventory value. So we are saying that's number 5, right? Number 5. You produced 120 units. Then you only sold 90 units. So your closing inventory units came to 30. 30 units closing inventory. Closing inventory. Now we are not interested in how many units we are left. We want the value. The question says the value. So what's the value? 30 units multiplied by the cost of sales. Okay, you are valuing these units at the cost of sales because that's how much you spent on them. So the cost of sales per unit is how much? That's 60.6. 60.6 cost of sales per unit. Okay, cost of sales per unit. So let's multiply that. Then that will be our value for the closing inventory. So now 30 by 60.6. That will give us 1,818. So 1,818 kwacha is the value of closing inventory. Closing inventory value, okay, 1,818. Okay, so that's it for this question. Hopefully you watch it slowly until you understand. It's been Moses Piri. Thank you very much. The tutorial is prepared for Success Knowledge Center. Enjoy your day.